Hello everybody, my name is Agent Light X. Today we are watching the Creepy Alpha Minecraft channel only live streams. The Creepy Alpha Minecraft channel only live stream. Oh yeah, I had to repeat that one more time. Yep, today we are watching this.
For an alpha Minecraft channel to suddenly go live, especially in the year 2024. So when I saw this live stream pop up on my feed, I knew it had to be something weird. When I joined, I was surprised to see an incredibly developed world with tons of buildings and gardens, but what immediately struck me as odd was why the players still had such bad tools. It was obvious that many months had been spent on this world, but yet they had no iron tools or iron armor. I think I caught the end of the stream because as I watched, I could see the player walk around their base, finish construction of a new house, and begin to wander further away from base in search of something. They traveled for a while before even finding any actual trees because their base just had countless empty ones, which is a bit unsettling, but it's most likely just because leaf decay wasn't added until Alpha 1.06 and the player... Oh, okay, maybe it is unsettling. The player then encounters a hole that goes surprisingly deep underground, and then this happens.
Whoa.
And then the stream ends. This channel is called Consciousness, but I'm gonna call our player Con because consciousness is a mouthful, much like your mother. But the channel's description describes itself as an alpha Minecraft uploads channel, despite the fact that it only has one upload aside for the live streams, and majority of which don't even go public after they happen. So I turned on post notifications and watched the singular posted video in the meantime. It begins with Con messaging on a sign.
Hi, it's my birthday, so he's letting me play Minecraft. But he doesn't know I'm recording it now.
An interesting comment, but as someone who started their YouTube channel before I had parental permission to, I could relate. As the video continued, it showed what appeared to be the start of a new world, where Con is doing all of the typical starting activities, mining wood, making tools, going into caves. It's odd. Con
Never gonna lie to y'all, I was actually a little scared going into caves. Like, I used to be so scared to go into the deep slate caves because I'm like, oh nah, if I die, it's over. Like, I have all my diamonds, all my cool stuff, it's all gone. Either way, it was crazy.
Khan appears to be incredibly opposed to entering any caves or underground areas at all. This could perhaps be because Khan is a young child and is scared of those areas, or perhaps Khan is partaking in a Minecraft but I can't touch the color gray challenge. Either is possible. Khan starts to mine out trees and even begins construction of a house. And the area around that house is very recognizably the same area that we saw in that live stream, except this time with many more trees than we see prior. We see Khan place down a sign and type "first home." But then they delete it and say "look closely" and then deletes that. The video then ends soon after.
What are we looking?
Here's what I had gathered so far. This was most likely a child due to the flower gardens and the seemingly being afraid of the dark. They are only given around 30 minutes a day to play Minecraft, and they're not supposed to record it, but they are doing so secretly. But what really confused me was the text, "look closely." I felt there was something here I was missing, and with nothing but time until the next live stream, I decided to recreate parts of the player's base the best I could on a different world, hoping it would potentially reveal something. Jesus, all I'm learning is this guy definitely builds like it's 2010, that's for sure. I also can't express how hard it is to build these off of like random frames from the live stream. Like, this is like my old build tutorials, just way too fast and it's hard to see what the hell I'm supposed to be building. I know this probably seems unnecessary for me to be building all of this, but you'd be wrong because as I was going through my recording of the live stream, I caught a glimpse of something I hadn't noticed before. It was a sign, and I really only had 3 frames to go off of, but across these 3 frames, I'm pretty sure it said one word: trapped. Something bad was happening here. I just couldn't pinpoint any specifics or any concrete evidence as to what. But this sign alone...
No, there's no way it says trapped. There's actually no what?
pinpoint
That's
any
his apt. There's no way. Okay.
specifics or any concrete evidence as to what, but this sign alone confirmed my gut feeling that something was wrong, and if I didn't do anything about it, I wasn't sure anyone else would. I wouldn't get any more answers until the next day when I saw the channel go live again. It picked up exactly where it had left off, with Khan stuck in a hole and appearing to just look around for a way out. They see a 2x1 tunnel and decide to enter it facing backwards in order to keep looking at what limited light the hole offered them. However, the light is quickly lost, which makes Khan run back to the hole and build out the manual way. Interestingly enough, Khan doesn't go back to their base, and nor do they continue in the direction they were heading in the last stream. Khan heads to a house in a completely different region we haven't seen before. On their way, Khan finds what seems to be like a glitched dungeon and loots it. But this house is what fascinates me. It's built for seemingly no reason, only surrounded by a singular tree stump. They enter the house and take a long look at this random staircase leading down. Khan stares at this hole for, I'm not kidding, 12 minutes, which was quite painstaking to sit through live. Oh my God. They do eventually come back and place a bucket that they had gotten from that dungeon in the chest upstairs, and then head to a room, take a pause, head back to the bucket quietly, and then leave the house. Now, this would be weird in and of itself, right? But then Khan does it 10 more times for the remainder of the live stream, just over and over and over again, and it's only until that last run does the stream cut off once again at 30 minutes on the dot. I find this house and what Khan does in it to be very, very interesting because it's almost like they're trying to rehearse something, like an escape, but it feels like a pretty big jump to assume that just from a Minecraft player leaving a house over and over, but this did worry me, and I began to take this whole situation just a bit more seriously. The next day, I joined the stream late because I'm stupid. I missed what I assume was Khan leaving the house and running back to their base, all the while making some bizarre motions, if I do say.
Isn't this on YouTube? Can't you just rewind the freaking live? Like, no, you can rewatch live streams like their videos. This is crazy.
Myself, they return to base, and as they do, they message on a sign that says, quote, "I'm glad you're watching." This kind of scared me beyond belief just because looking at the viewer count, I was certainly the only one watching the stream, but the stream continues on with Khan walking around, placing torches, and then going to a sort of storage room and organizing some items. However, Khan seems to be sorting these items very, very weirdly, putting random items in specific slots and with random amounts. Khan appears to be partway through doing this when suddenly they turn to a different chest, pause, and then go AFK for a long period of time. When they do come back, Khan actually breaks the chest and watches the sunrise for the remainder of the stream. Except not quite. They actually, in the last couple seconds, try to run back to the storage room, but the stream ends suddenly at 30 minutes on the dot. I patiently awaited a live stream on Saturday, but one never happened, and while I was slightly worried, I instead decided to spend the time going through Friday's stream. So my recording obviously was missing that first portion of the stream, but I realized what Khan was trying to do when they were like flailing their character around. If you trace the crosshair, you can actually see letters, which ended up getting me D, and then an O, a W, and then another O. And your guys' guess is as good as mine. I thought maybe it was scrambled, like the word wood, scrambled, but I'm really not sure. So I moved to this chest organization thing. I mean, the blocks that were used were incredibly random, and I tried to find like a common denominator of sorts between all of them, but nothing really came to mind. So I turned to the amount of each item. Khan was very specific about the number of each item, so I knew there had to be a meaning there. But the answer was right in front of my face the whole time. I mean, if we're assuming that this is a child making it, it's not going to be some complex puzzle or a cipher. It's going to be something easy for them to think of. Each number never exceeds 23, which most likely means these are just numbered versions of the alphabet. Using that, I was able to get MAND, CRAFT, VICWS, GMA. And
Minecraft. Minecraft.
that makes as much sense to you as it does to me. I did eventually realize that some of the letters make more sense as numbers. So for example, this A should actually be a 1 to spell Minecraft, and switching this C back to a 3 spells the word views. But what confused me was the GMA portion, because obviously it's cut off, but there's no words that start like that. Like, are we talking internet slang for grandma? Like, what? Like, here, when I even Google it, you can
Gmail.
Oh, is it an email? The nice thing about Google is you don't need a password to check.
We are all so stupid. I know whoever's watching my video knows how stupid they feel right now. Email, oh my god.
Check if an email is valid. And when I typed in the email, I could see that this was in fact the one that was connected to the YouTube channel. So Khan was trying to give me access to an email, but I didn't know why. Like, should I email it? If I do email it, what the hell do I say? And what was Khan trying to spell out at the start of
Password. It has to be the password. Dowo. That's the password. I'm pretty sure Google will let you have this type of password. That's the password.
Khan was live much later than they had ever been before, which was weird, but everything else seemed normal. For this stream, Khan spent most of their time just placing flowers in front of their houses, but Khan was also certainly the most talkative that I had ever seen them be in this stream, writing on signs saying things like,
I love my house. I like glass. He's watching TV right now, but I should still be careful. I wish my windows could reflect like real life.
There were a lot of these signs to the point where I don't have time to go through all of them, but the stream finally ends when Khan messages on a sign saying, quote, he's mad. And then the stream ends, but not at 30 minutes this time. For some reason, this stream ends at 25 minutes and 35 seconds. There's a lot to talk about here, so let's break this down little by little. There seems to be an obsession with glass or sand, as well as Khan really liking their houses. We also find out that whoever this quote he is watching TV at the time of this stream. This is the second time we get a mention of a he, which is interesting. All of this doesn't give me a ton to go on, so I loaded into my recreation of the world, which I had added to in between streams to see if anything struck me as odd. But the information was so vague, it was hard to know exactly what Khan was trying to say here.
Morse code.
Okay, so the houses are important to them. I could have figured that. Sand and glass is so random. It's a pain in the butt for
It's
Khan
a
to
word.
get. So why even bother with windows?
It's a
and only on
word.
one side of the houses. Like,
It's a word. It's a word.
wait. Of course, duh. I'm literally blind. It's the windows. That's why they're so weird. I thought he just sucked at building. Oh, and that's what he was spelling at the end. D-O-W. It's the end of window. God, I'm stupid.
Khan had reflected letters and numbers upside down, so that way I guess they would be a little less obvious, but upon reflecting them back, you could see that it was an address. I know it's a big jump to make, but my guess is Khan is trying to signal me to their address in order to help them, save them, whatever. The only thing holding me back from believing this is how on planet Earth Khan had access to a live stream to a specific channel and why that was their only means of communication to the outside
Is
world.
this still up? I want to see if it's
But
still
I didn't
up.
dwell on and why that.
I didn't mean to press that, but we gonna spell the rest of that out. Oh my god, he's still up. Is he still going? Alright, he doesn't do it like that. Oh my, oh, I feel bad. Nah, I genuinely want to help him. Bro, what he could actually, he's so smart. Nah, how old is this kid? He's definitely a kid. How old
It's
is he?
not normal for an Alpha Minecraft channel to suddenly go live, especially in the year 2024. So when I saw this live stream pop up on my feed, I knew it had to be something weird. When I joined, I was surprised to see an incredible... You can also hear our third reference to him, but this time he is laughing at Khan, but not...
Oh my god, I feel bad for this guy. No, genuinely, I actually feel bad for him. I know what it's like to like have your be like I feel like I don't know what it's fully like, but I know what it's like to be controlled like that.
Khan was live much later than they had ever been before, which was weird, but everything else seemed normal. For this stream, Khan spent most of their time just placing flowers in front of their houses, but Khan was also certainly the most talkative that I had ever seen them be in messages on their scene. Anything struck me as odd.
The windows. What he
That Khan was their only means of communication to the outside world. But I didn't dwell on that super long because when I went to look at this address, unfortunately you get tons of places in various US states, from Kansas to Utah to Michigan, Arizona, all the way to Minnesota. Nearly every state in the US has a road titled Rock Road. I needed a way to narrow it down, so I scoured back through all the footage until I found something that helped. In the very first stream, the time was shown. Khan's time. So while for me, they go live at 11 a.m. every day, for them, it's 12. They were an hour ahead of me, putting them in Eastern Standard Time, which narrows it down a lot. Takes me from 50 states to about 22, which isn't as much as I'd like, but whatever. So I still needed to figure out which state in specific Khan was in, but by the time I could even figure that out, it was time for the next stream. Khan was not where they had left off last stream. Khan was now deep underground, which is very out of character for them, but had seemingly mined there themselves. Khan began to traverse the 2x1 tunnels that they were in, with only the occasional torch providing them light. Every time Khan would encounter a torch, they would exclusively face it, even if it meant walking backwards, which ended up taking a very, very long time, considering Khan refused to uncrouch the whole time. Eventually, Khan does escape and returns to their base, where they grab a sign and simply say, quote, "He was laughing at me." This is all before roaming around and picking flowers for the
Low-key, kids, I used to get bullied for even having it. Like, being a YouTuber is actually pretty hard. Like, I feel bad for the super-duper popular ones, because you have a fan base depending on you to upload whenever. Like, it's just a lot of pressure for them. And to be honest, I kind of get that in a way. It's a lot of pressure. And they try their best. All YouTubers try their best, if I'm being honest. Like, if you're going to be a YouTuber, try your best.
remainder of the stream.
It's not hard, but
This stream was by far the most confusing for me because as much as I rewatched it, I truly could not really understand what was going on. We had never seen a jump in location like this. Each stream always picked up exactly where the previous had, and we can also hear our third reference to him, but this time he is laughing at Khan. But not much of this stream was humorous. I mean, unless you think gardening is an absolute hoot, then this stream was more unsettling than anything. With this stream especially, I felt like I had hit a wall. I mean, I couldn't do much more with the info I had except for one thing. I could send this email an email, but I knew if Khan barely had access to Minecraft, then it wasn't going to be them who ends up reading it, so I had to be very, very careful with what I decided to say in the email.
Dear player, due to your long-term participation in our game and Minecraft Alpha turning 15 years old this year, we would like to award you an in-game cape and a matching physical cape. You should already see your in-game cape in the Minecraft launcher menu, but to get your physical cape, we will need your shipping information. You can check out the cape as well as provide the shipping information at the link below.
Okay, hear me out. This channel was created in 2010, seemingly as a Minecraft Alpha review channel. So, someone was alive 14 years ago and playing and posting Minecraft. My money is it is whoever is keeping this kid trapped. And that link, it will snag the location of whoever ends up opening it. So all I need is for this person to open it and I will be home free. But for now, we wait. Monday's stream was very important because it somehow finally had audio, and not game audio, microphone audio. It unfortunately just seemed very low quality and mostly hard to hear over the loud keyboard sounds, but just past that, I could hear what sounded like someone talking on the phone. It was hard to hear, but it sounded like a man's voice to me. And meanwhile, Khan is wandering around and cutting down some trees, and then they see the hole from the first stream. Khan makes their way over to it, and using some TNT that they had crafted earlier, decides to blow up the hole. And then this happens. This person is the one who made this hole, and it's probably the same person who's creating all the other weird changes that occurred between streams. And most importantly, this person is most likely the one keeping Khan here. Eventually, Khan makes their way back to the house by the tree stump and practices leaving it a couple times before the stream eventually ends. Now, this stream had a lot going on, but the stream that happened the next day was genuinely one of the most saddening things I've probably ever seen. Khan was once again not in the position that they logged off in. This time they were standing in front of a sign that said, "You're not going anywhere," while their house burned to the ground. They tried to put it out, but most of the fire had already destroyed the house. Defeatedly, they started to walk back towards their main.
Never, ever burn down a man's Minecraft house. That's disgraceful. Like, if you ever would have hurt a guy's feelings and he plays Minecraft like boom, 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 like every single day, this is the way to hurt his feelings. I'm telling ladies and men, like, if you want to hurt a friend's feelings and he play Minecraft like that, this is the way. I promise you, to kill his dog, destroy his house, he will be destroyed.
Main base, taking one last look at what remained of that other house. But unfortunately, upon returning, they discovered that this same destruction also was on their main houses. This time, Khan made no effort to put out any of the fire. They simply walked around and watched as everything that they spent so long on burned to the ground. After a while, Khan does something I've never seen them do before, which is mine into the ground 3 blocks and cover up the hole. And this is how the stream remained.
I kind of get that. Like, he just gave up. Like, I gave up on my first YouTube channel after it got banned. I never appealed it. I never bothered. It was like he's hurt a lot. Like, that was something he worked on. He loves Minecraft. He's a kid that likes to play Minecraft, and that's okay. It's just like, I feel bad now, low key.
For the remaining 30 minutes that were left of the stream. It's clear that Khan feels incredibly defeated. I mean, seeing all of their hard work get completely demolished for seemingly no reason would do the same to me. However, within the last 30 seconds of the live stream, this happened. What I believe just occurred is Khan tricked whoever was watching them, leaving the computer entirely before their 30-minute time limit was up, meaning they could run back to the computer just in time to type whatever they wanted unsupervised. And I'm pretty sure what Khan had given me was the exact password I needed to get into the Gmail account. The first thing I checked was the YouTube channel. Specifically, I was looking to get any sort of specific location that would help me narrow down exactly where Khan was being held. I was able to go behind the scenes on the YouTube channel to see any unlisted or private videos, and to my surprise, I saw tons of privated YouTube videos from 2010 on the channel. They were over 14 years old at this point and looked to be seemingly normal Minecraft review videos. I quickly switched to the live stream tab, where I was able to see a total of 21 live streams, all within the past month, seemingly done by Khan. I clicked on one and I got to see the beginnings of Khan building their house and exploring the world. They would occasionally write on signs asking if anyone was watching, but would eventually move on, seemingly knowing the answer. It broke my heart to go through these old streams and see Khan slowly focus less and less on exploring and building, and more just keeping to their base. But I still needed to figure out information about Khan's location. So I opened Google, went to the account settings, there was nothing to be found. So I went to the email and I found a few things. Firstly was my email, which was open but had no response, which told me whoever opened it didn't exactly buy my story. There were a couple of sports news subscriptions, but none of them had any specific location info. I had scoured through most of the account and somehow couldn't find a single location or state.
How? How do you have a whole account and none of it has information about where you live?
I switched back over to YouTube, trying to find any information I missed over there.
Watch history. Dude, who clears their YouTube search history? Subscriptions, we have
Well, he actually cleared his YouTube. Oh no, he actually cleared his YouTube search history. That's crazy. That's honestly crazy.
Oh, wait, yes. Michigan State.
It suddenly all made sense, from the sports subscriptions to watching TV on Saturdays during the live streams. Even the password being Wolverine was from the Michigan Wolverines, the football team. I typed everything I had into Google Maps and immediately recognized what I saw. I had the right place. It was the house with the stump in front of it. This was it. I knew no one would ever believe my story about finding all this info out through a Minecraft live, but it was just enough information to leave an anonymous tip about a child who, after some quick research, I found out went missing in Lake Michigan a few months before the live stream started. I just hoped it was enough.
What? Was it? It's not over! Oh, I'm actually hyped. 5 days later. Okay.
I found a police report a few days later. Apparently, the kidnapper had gotten away, but the child was found. The report contained a conversation between an official and Khan, who I learned was actually one Levi Goldings. The conversation went like this.
Hi there, Levi. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. Is that okay? Can you remember what happened when you were first taken? That's okay. Can you tell us anything about the man who took you? Anything about what he looked like, what he wore?
He was tall.
That's incredibly helpful. How about where he kept you? Did it ever change? Did he ever move you?
He would always keep me in the basement.
Of course, it's the basement. It's always the basement with people, bro. Why the basement? Wait, that house had a basement? That's a smart kid. That's a way smart. Nah, that's a very smart kid.
I'm sure that was very scary. Can you remember any sounds or noises that stood out to you in there?
I would hear crying sometimes.
Something still felt wrong. A, I wanted to know how the kidnapper had gotten away. And B, a lot of things just didn't make sense to me still. When Levi was in the Minecraft house, he never went in the basement. So if that's all he ever knew, how could he have built a replica of the house so accurately when he was playing Minecraft? when we watched him like practice escaping, it wasn't from a basement that he was being held in. It was from like a bedroom of sorts. He could look out the window. And overall, the way Levi describes being treated doesn't exactly align with someone who was allowed to start playing Minecraft every day as like a birthday treat. Oh my God. The birthday. Levi was born April 21st, 2015, but on that very first YouTube video, when the world was started, Levi said it was his birthday. That was July 2nd. There were 2 kids in the house.
Wait, what?
Children. I'm fighting actual children.
Holy Frodo! I can't believe that actually worked! Frodo's a dork! Right? And to think I only broke several to all of my ribs. Dude, I broke several to all of my ribs. Bro.
I was texting my cousin. My fault, chat. Not chat. You know what I mean.
Actually,
My gosh, it's so sad. That was genuinely, I don't know how to react to that.
On April 21st,
I
2024,
don't know how to react to that. I don't, that was just, it was something. Yeah, pray for that kid though. I'm gonna pray for that kid. Hopefully he's okay. He's a 9-year-old. Like he's clear, he's got to be like what, like 9, 15, 14. I don't know. Anyway, Jesus, I feel bad for him. Um, okay, okay, well, that's it for now. I need a break. Oh, like, I'm smiling now, but, like, to be completely honest, after all of that, I realized what people actually go through throughout the day. Like, I have no idea what people's lives are like. Not to mention the Trump and Harris debate. Trump is treating frickin' pretty sure Harris cheated. Because what Harris earrings are, like, throughout the debate, she uses audio earrings for the debate. She thought she was slick. She really thought she was slick. She's wearing audio earrings. If you're gonna wear earrings, do it the best you can. But still, Trump was mighty racist during the debate. I watched it on YouTube. Oh my Lord Jesus. Trump, you gotta realize you're talking to people that isn't your generation. You're talking to younger people and older people. We got more young people in the world. So either way, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for Trump. Like, I'm I had no reaction to what I saw. If I'm being completely honest, like, that was just insane. That was just crazy. Okay, I'm gonna alright. If you had a fun time watching, make sure to subscribe and like. And if you think other people enjoy my trash quality and my awesome reaction, I want to thank you guys for even thinking about watching the thing or even watching it at all. I want to thank y'all for subscribing, even though y'all don't have to. Next time when I post, I will make sure to, do what I have to do. But hey! A month before Sparking Zero, baby! Let's go! A month before Sparking Zero. Like I said, I want to thank y'all for even thinking about joining. Okay, I want to thank y'all for even thinking about joining. I want to thank y'all for everything y'all have done for this channel and for the community. That's pretty much it. Good luck at school. Do not watch me at school. Do not get in trouble watching me at school. Yeah, I know some of y'all be watching my videos in school. Like Corey Kitcher once said, I ain't trying to get y'all in trouble, so I won't be posting during school. Still, Corey Kitcher, when you gonna post, dog? We need you. We genuinely need you, Corey Kitchen. Like, if I'm being honest, all of us want to see you again. Like the next time you post it, I hope it's a game. It's a clean game. Post with Spark and Zero come out. If you post with Spark and Zero come out, that's gonna be so clean and so fire. Anyway, I still wanna thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all later.